Long before the internet, before airplanes crisscrossed the skies, and before global trade became an everyday reality, there was a road. It wasn't a road paved with asphalt, but one that connected the vibrant East with the burgeoning West. This network didn't use wires or satellites. It was built on stories, silk, and the very soul of human curiosity. This was the Silk Road, the ancient web that made our world smaller, smarter, and more connected than ever before. This, in a way, was humanity's first internet. Our story begins in China, over 2,000 years ago, during the Han Dynasty. The Chinese had a secret, a treasure that was soft, shimmering, and incredibly strong. It was silk, a fabric so luxurious it seemed almost magical to anyone outside the Middle Kingdom. The demand for this wondrous material was immense, and so began a journey that would change the course of history. But it wasn't just silk that traveled. With every merchant, every camel, and every traveler came new ideas, profound religions, different languages, and even, unfortunately, diseases. This wasn't just a simple trade route. It was a sprawling network of human connections stretching over 6,000 kilometers, all the way from the ancient capital of Xi'an to the heart of the Roman Empire. The term Silk Road is a bit misleading. It was never a single, continuous path. Imagine instead a complex web, a series of interlocking routes that crossed some of the world's most formidable landscapes. Caravans braved the scorching sands of the Taklamakan Desert, navigated the icy, treacherous passes of the Himalayas, and passed through the bustling hearts of great civilizations like Persia, India, Arabia, and Greece. Along this intricate network, goods flowed in all directions. Silk traveled west, while gold, glass, and wine traveled east. Spices from India found their way to Roman kitchens. But more importantly, knowledge was the most valuable commodity. Astronomy from Persia met advanced mathematics from India. Buddhism, born in India, traveled east to find a new home in China. Along these dusty, winding routes, east and west met for the first time, and the world was forever transformed by their exchange. Every great network, whether digital or physical, has its hubs. For the Silk Road, these were the magnificent oasis cities that dotted the landscape. Places like Samarkand, with its breathtaking blue-domed mosques, Bukhara, with its vibrant, chaotic markets, and Kashgar, with its labyrinth of narrow, ancient streets. These cities were the Wi-Fi routers of their age, bustling centers that connected travelers, traders, and ideas from every corner of the known world. In their bazaars, gold and silver changed hands. The air was thick with the aroma of exotic spices, and dozens of languages blended together like colors on a painter's canvas. Within these city walls, you could find Greek philosophers deep in debate with Indian monks, or Persian poets composing verses about Chinese emperors. It was globalization in its purest form, long before the word even existed. But this incredible connection came with a price. Where there is immense wealth, greed and conflict are never far behind. The Silk Road was a golden artery, and empires fought fiercely to control it. The Romans, the Parthians, the Sassanids, and later the Mongols all vied for dominance over this lucrative network. Under the vast Mongol Empire in the 13th and 14th centuries, the Silk Road reached its zenith. The routes were safer, more organized, and more efficient than ever before, a period known as the Pax Mongolica. But this golden age was fleeting. As new, faster sea routes were discovered by European explorers, the overland trade began to decline. The desert roads once teeming with life fell silent. The once busy caravans vanished, leaving behind only the whispers of history in the wind. Though the physical Silk Road faded into memory, its spirit never truly disappeared. Its legacy is all around us. Today, the internet connects us in much the same way, creating a global village where ideas and information flow freely. We no longer trade silk and spices, but data and digital content. From the ancient merchants setting off from Xi'an to the digital entrepreneurs of Silicon Valley, humanity's fundamental desire to connect, to share, and to learn from one another remains unchanged. The Silk Road was about more than just commerce. It was built on trust between strangers, fueled by a curiosity about the unknown. and it represented the very first thread that began to tie all of humanity together into a single, shared story. Empires fall, roots fade, and time inevitably moves on. But the connections we make, the ideas we share, and the understanding we build, those are eternal. The Silk Road never truly ended. It just changed its form, evolving into the global network we know today. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through history. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories about how our world came to be. See you in the next one.